Hello and welcome back to the third and final update segment from the Warrior Camp update. There's a few things that didn't make it into segments one and two due to either technical difficulties or some other reason. So part three here is dedicated to solving that crisis. First up, you might have noticed in part one that there was a segment where the audio backfired or malfunctioned and like dropped my voice an octave if you thought that was possible. So we're going to go through that segment again and just clear up some of those details and fix the problem with the technical difficulties. Just to push the rewind button, our schedule actually starts off at 9:45 a.m. there at Grandview, and we're going to be meeting at church facilities there. They have a huge grass field there. That's going to work really well as far as a game site. 9:45 a.m. is when the students arrive at the church, and then at 10 o'clock a.m. We're going to have our orientation. We're going to play the national anthem and have our opening prayer. At 10:15 a.m. is our blowgun workshop. And this is where we're actually debuting for the first time our blowgun mancraft in the weapon workshop. And I actually have one here if you'd like to see it. This is an advanced model, and this is what every camper is going to get to build. They're going to build one of these, and you have your ammo carrier on the bottom. This one's an advanced model, so it's got a laser sight on the end. We'll probably have a laser sight be one of the prizes that students can win, if you can see that. It's got a red light on it. Might need some new batteries, but the new ones will not need new batteries at Warrior Camp. Anyway, these things will put any Nerf gun to shame. My record is 142 feet, and that's with one of these foam darts. We're not going to be using like hunting darts, which can actually shoot into a 2x4, and I can shoot through a box with the stun darts. Those are a lot of fun too, but we're going to be using these darts right here. They're kind of cool because you can, attach them and shoot them. And we're going to be playing a lot of dart tag games with these, and we're excited about just helping each camper build one of these. They're going to be able to customize the camouflage exterior and then take this home with them as a souvenir at the end of the day. And then we're going to incorporate this into a lot of our games, including Capture the Flag and King of the Hill and Team Slayer. So we'll give this one a shot here. Boom! There it is. That was, wow, pretty good. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And so yeah, that's the blowgun debut at the Warrior Camp Weapon Workshop, and we're excited about that. And that should be we'll have some good footage of that and some good pictures linked up on our website. So stay tuned for that. Then at 11 o'clock, after all the blowguns have been built and painted and customized there by the Warrior Campers, we're going to have face and flag painting with team battle colors. And this is where we're going to divide everybody up into red and blue teams. And they're going to paint each other's face in battle colors, kind of like Wallace or the Woads from King Arthur. And that's going to be their team identity. So they're going to be painting each other's face with red and blue stripes and battle regalia. And they're also going to have a team flag that they paint for the Capture the Flag game. That's going to be like their team banner, and they're going to carry that around proudly during that day. There's a couple other mistakes that we're on the ball here at Warrior Camp. We caught a couple of our own mistakes in part one of the Warrior Camp update. The first mistake is that I told you that it was that this update was going out July 15th, 2009. It's actually going out June 15th, 2009, and so yeah, just to make that correction. Also, the time, there was an activity that I mentioned, I believe in part one, that said it was going to happen at 1:45 a.m. Believe it or not, even though we go all day long, we're not going to have any, super intense games in the wee hours of the morning. And so that actually is supposed to be 1:45 p.m. For that particular activity. I also mentioned the spud guns and fireworks, just in case you were curious what we're going to be using those for. The fireworks are going to be used in our opening ceremony. We're going to kick it off with a bang, maybe bring some Roman candles and some fireworks. Of course, get permission from the local fire station on that. And then the spud guns, we're going to use those for our lunchtime candy launch. We have 2 spud guns that we're going to bring into Grandview. And being from Idaho, we actually do know how to use these. So that should be a lot of fun. And we're going to make it just hail candy after lunch. And the kids are going to get to scramble around and just, catch it falling from the sky. So that's a lunchtime activity that should be a lot of fun. I think I kind of speak for the team when I say this, that why are we doing Warrior Camp now this summer? Supposedly the economy's on its deathbed, and Armageddon's happening yesterday. But I got to hear a sermon by Dr. Canner at Liberty University about maybe 2 months ago, and he just challenged me and a lot of my peers to figure out what we love to do, what we're good at in those areas that God has gifted us, and to never look back, just to put the pedal down and to seize those opportunities, to kind of seize the day of ministry for our Lord. And I was challenged by that, and I started connecting the dots. I'm like, what, that was God was speaking to me through that about this summer of ministry at Warrior Camp. We're doing this now. Basically, we're choosing to not participate in the recession. We're pressing forward now. We're not looking back. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say it's been easy. There's been a lot of things we've had to fight through, a lot of obstacles that we've had to punch through, a lot of sweat, a lot of effort, a lot of work. Hasn't been a smooth ride necessarily, but in spite of the obstacles, God has blessed our efforts, and we just want to be faithful to Him. And we've seen how God has kind of been moving all these pieces into place like a chess master. And it's just exciting to be part of that. And so in spite of the difficulties and the challenges that have been in front of us, we're excited to see the triumphs that we've already experienced. And that's a big excitement to us. And we can kind of see how this summer is shaping up to be what looks like something that only time will tell, how God was bringing all these pieces into place, and how this is going to be just a masterpiece in His hands. And we're starting to see the tip of the iceberg in that, and we can kind of imagine, like, is this the start of something new for Warrior Camp? Is this the start of something new that God's doing in us and through us? And just to be a part of that, it kind of has the makings of I believe, something great that God's doing. And it's just, we're humbled to be a part of that. We're excited to be a part of that. And we want to be faithful and give it our best, and just put lots of effort and lots of prayer into that. And just trust God to make us fruitful in that. So, yeah, we're pressing forward even when we're supposedly in this economic stench, but we want to press on and just embrace and seize these opportunities. And we're excited about partnering up, as I said before, with Sarah and Grandview Church. And we just want to jump in with both feet and give it everything we got, and just go in prayed up, and trust God for the results. So we're excited about that, and we just want to press on and jump in. And hold nothing back. So we're excited about that, as I said many times now. And so if you remember, throw up a prayer and a praise, because God is faithful, and He definitely deserves all the glory for this. Just to close this update out, we're about to wrap up part 3 here of this Warrior Camp update. I hope you enjoyed the new format rather than marathon emails that come out every once in a while in our normal Warrior Camp update format. Like I said before, if you have a youth pastor and you think you might be interested in Warrior Camp this summer or later on this fall, feel free to give them our email. Again, it's warriorcamp1 with the number 1, not the word 1, warriorcamp1@yahoo.com. And just thanks again to all our team, Jaden, Chris, Todd, Jake, and Brent, for your enthusiasm and willingness to serve on the Warrior Camp team. I want to give you guys a shout out. I'm so grateful to have you on board, and I'm excited about us coming together and all playing to our strengths in Grandview. I feel like we each have something that we're good at, that God has gifted us in, and we're all bringing that to the table, and it's a beautiful thing. Also, thanks to Dave and Rusty for letting us borrow your equipment for Warrior Camp. Appreciate that a lot. And thanks again to Sarah, the children's pastor at Grandview. We just want to say thanks to you, and we'll see you and your kids in less than a month. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.